magandang araw po sa lahat, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, at sa lahat ng Pinay saan man sa mundo. I am Dr. Shi Armero, your friendly OBGYN and lifestyle medicine specialist, and you are watching DANGPANAN, a live series of Doc Shi TV. We do this every Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon simultaneously in YouTube Doc Shi TV and in Facebook Dr. Shi Armero OBGYN Lifestyle Clinic. The goal of this program is to give education in various social media platforms to empower you, Pinays, to take charge of your health through correct and science-based or evidence-based information. DANGPANAN, a Bisaya term for shelter, is chosen to be the name of this program because I want to share this comfort of good education to all of you, my viewers, through a platform that is accessible to all. Welcome to another educational Saturday afternoon. And what's more, you do not just learn, you can also share these blessings to others by giving everyone a chance to win a free online consultation coupon. So invite your friends, your relatives, by typing their names in the chat box or click the share button. And don't forget the hashtag DocShiTV, or in short, hashtag DDSTV. If this is your first time watching, don't forget to click that follow button at Dr. Shi Armero OBGYN Lifestyle Clinic Facebook page, or click that subscribe button in YouTube Doc Shi TV, and don't forget to click that notification bell for you to be notified on future videos.
DANGPANAN, kabahin sa panglawas o relasyon. Doc Shi Armero.
Hello! Magandang hapon po sa lahat ng ating viewers. Once again, we are in another Saturday of DANGPANAN live series. Good afternoon po to our viewers. Kindly chat where you are watching from. Hello, Ate Jeannie. Thank you always for being very punctual from watching from Bohol. Thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. Before I greet the other viewers this afternoon, I would also let you prepare your 5 live questions, because at the end again of this program, we shall address 5 live questions from our audience, and especially that we have a special guest this afternoon. You will be able to, you will be given an opportunity to ask questions to our very special guest. Hello, Alvin Galion from Lapu-Lapu, and Sis Dimple, thank you for watching from Talisay City, Cebu. Another, Dr. Mania, sana po ay okay naman itong Tagalog ko. Previous episodes po kasi, we were delivering our series through our Bisaya dialect, but for us to be able to reach through a lot more Pinays, we decided to deliver it through our Filipino dialect. And so, hello, Grace in Pansoleron. Rolf Drev, ang hirap, okay? Good afternoon, from where po tayo, Ma'am Grace? Julianne Lozada, thank you for watching from Tagbilaran. Good afternoon. Yes, Kuya, my brother-in-law, Kuya Janelle, is also with us watching from Bourbon. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. And so, again, today we will be giving away free online consultation coupons. So this will be for those who will win the Tama o Mali segment, which we will be giving out later after our special guest will give us his health talk. Okay, so once again, if this is your first time, hello, Dr. Morata. Dr. Morat and Dr. Tipayi, thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. Hello, Doc. Where are you going? Are you going to your clinic already? Thank you for being with us. Oh, Ma'am Grace is from Lahu. Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us once again. Okay, so before I introduce our special guest, okay, let us introduce our topic this afternoon through our video. Okay, yes, this afternoon we will be teaching you, okay, practical tips on how we defend our front line. So we keep hearing the term frontliners, and it always denotes us in the the health workers. But did you know that even when you are not a healthcare worker, you are still in the front line, because you are the ones in your household, you are the ones who help defend the people in your household. And so without not much to do, I am very, very, very excited to introduce our guest this afternoon, because he is one of those people I look up to, not just in terms of his career, because as I was looking at his CV, parang sabi ko, halaka, ang dami nito. Paano ko ba to i-introduce lahat, ano? But apart from his career, I have seen how dedicated he is, how he sacrifices himself for educating not just us, the healthcare workers, but also even the lay. And in fact, parang suntok sa buwan yung pag-invite ko, because I was not expecting that he will say yes to this invitation. So, para sa ko, excited na excited po ako, because yes, I am a diplomate of the Philippine College of Lifestyle Medicine, but he is the founder of the Philippine College of Lifestyle Medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? Ito na po. Ito. Opo, Doc. Parang sabi ko kasi ang dami, pero he is present in a lot of media programs, and kaya ang swerte ng DANGPANAN kasi he is with us. So, Doc, ladies and gentlemen, let us all help me welcome. Pakiklap naman dyan our audience, Dr. Johan Kim Maniez.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Doc. Welcome to DANGPANAN. This is our simple way of helping, no? Because last, just a little background of DANGPANAN. Last other week before the Black Saturday, I invited guests also to talk about the very controversial COVID vaccine. And since I became public with my stand that I am not getting the vaccine, I would like to give them some scientific or evidence-based ways to protect themselves other than getting the vaccine. Okay? So today po, Dr. Maniez will be giving us practical tips. But before that, you can introduce a little about what lifestyle medicine is for our viewers, Doc.
Sure. So lifestyle medicine it actually started in the US. It was established as the American College of Lifestyle Medicine in 2004. So 2004 talaga nagkaroon ng lifestyle medicine organization sa mundo. And then from there, it spread throughout the world. You know? So nag-start lang noong 2004 sa US, and then Australia followed, and then other organizations followed. And the idea of lifestyle medicine is really something that came out of a need for a group of physicians to address lifestyle habits, lifestyle ng mga tao. Kasi if you look at all the algorithms for management of chronic disease today, at the very beginning, pagkatapos ninyong ma-diagnose na meron kayong sakit, whether it be diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, yung isang condition natin, constipation. I really checked that out. Sabi ko, ano kayang constipation, ano? Baka meron silang algorithm. And then when I looked at it, lo
Mm-mm.
and behold, the very first thing
Meron.
you do is a fiber challenge. Okay? So fiber challenge para
Yes.
ma-determine mo kung talagang primary pathology is something to do with the intestines or kulang lang sa fiber
Mm.
yung pagkain ng tao. So in
Mhm.
every single chronic disease that we find, the very first intervention is lifestyle management. So increase fiber intake, eat more vegetables, exercise, go to sleep, drink lots of water, exposure to sunlight. So kung makikita natin, there had to be a group of physicians na yun ang specialization kasi wala eh. They will refer their patients to nutritionists. They will refer their patients to exercise physiologists. Pero walang physician na expert sa lahat. Kasi kapag sinabi mong i-refer mo lang sa various na mga sabi natin trainers or coaches, hindi
Mhm.
comprehensive yung approach.
Yes.
Laging may puwang, laging may space, and people fall between the cracks between those spaces, and hindi natin naalagaan ng husto yung patient. So lifestyle medicine is about helping people with their lifestyle behaviors.
Okay. Opo, kasi most of my patients, I noticed a lot of them have hormonal imbalance symptoms, yung hindi
Right.
nagmi-mens. And then they usually tell me, Doc, ano po bang gamot dyan? Eh, hindi nila alam na yung gamot free. They just need some
Yeah,
guidance. And so
that's right.
that guidance will come from us. So kaya po this afternoon, wala po akong ibang naisip kundi ikaw po ang introduce ng very practical tips for our lay about how do we defend ourselves against the ongoing pandemic right now.
Sure.
So I'll give you the virtual floor na po.
Okay.
Okay, ito pang slide.
So we will go directly to our slides, I guess. Oh, it's on the screen already.
Yes po.
Sige. So let's begin. So I'm going to be talking about immunity, our immune system, and optimizing our immune system through plant-based nutrition, and we're going to touch on other aspects of lifestyle medicine as well. Pero since nutrition is such a huge part of keeping ourselves healthy, I will focus on that throughout my talk. So tingnan muna natin yung latest na nangyayari sa bansa natin. This COVID tracker on the website of the Department of Health says as of April 9, 2021, so kahapon lang ito, no? Ang total natin na bilang ng kaso ng COVID is 840,554. Okay? And halos 98.8% mild lang po ang symptoms. So it's very mild. Yes, we have people who do die. May mga namamatay rin. Katulad nito, 1.73% nitong 840,000 ay namatay, and that's a total of 14,520 people. That's quite a lot of people
Yes.
dying.
Mm-mm.
And syempre, kahit sabihin natin ganito kaliit yung percent ng namamatay, kung ikaw ay kabilang dyan, eh hindi po maganda yon. And kung kabilang dyan ay family member mo, hindi po masaya yung na pangyayari yung namamatayan ng kamag-anak or ng loved one sa buhay. So we do have to do something about it. But the good news is, okay, if we look at all the deaths, sabihin natin from from the beginning of COVID season, last year, no? Around January 2020 hanggang present day, every day on average, 33 na tao ang namatay dahil sa COVID. All right? I'd like you to compare that to what is going on with other conditions, with other, I would say, infectious diseases. Katulad ng number one infectious disease natin dito sa Philippines, it is not COVID, by the way, no? Akala kasi ng marami, COVID na talaga yung ultimate na sakit na nakakamatay sa Pilipinas. No, ang ultimate na sakit is actually TB. So tuberculosis is killing, on average, today, here sa Philippines, 74 Filipinos every single day. Okay, that's a lot more than COVID. That's like more than double, no? So that's how many people are dying of TB sa Philippines, and yet we're not hearing about it in the news. Hindi natin alam, mas delikado pa pala ang TB kesa sa COVID. Yeah, okay,
COVID.
you argue that TB has a medication, meron tayong antibiotic for tuberculosis, so meron cure, but the fact that there are more people dying of TB than COVID in the country, it really boggles your mind kung bakit nasa-sensationalize ng husto itong COVID, no? And it
Yes.
is true that many people are getting sick, but they are
Mm-mm.
recovering. And that's the good news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Napakadaming tao ang nag-recover sa COVID. And people have to realize that COVID is not a death sentence. Actually, napapansin ko, nadi-depress yung mga patients ko na may COVID. Akala
Mm-mm.
nila, yun ang katapusan
Ito
ng
na.
buhay nila. Di ba? But that is not true. Lalo na kung below 65 years old ka, majority ng nagkaka-COVID is below 65, no? Yung kaunti lang na namamatay sa COVID, most of them are elderly patients. And we can see that, and I'll be discussing it later, madami silang comorbids. Ibig sabihin, may iba pa silang sakit. Kaya napakahina na ng katawan nila. And essentially, kung hindi man COVID ang dumapo sa kanila, kung ibang virus, possible na mamatay rin sila sa virus na yun. Kasi meron na nga silang problema. So, our number one killer sa Philippines, and we know this from years ago, is heart disease. Okay? So, kung ito-total po natin yung namamatay sa women and men, sa men po, 53.1 thousand people have died from heart disease. Ito ay 2018 data. And 35.3 thousand women sa population natin since in 2018 have died. So total number of deaths, this is an average number, no? 88,400 total deaths in a single year due to heart disease. And yet nobody is talking about the number one killer in the Philippines. In fact, when you look at the early data from Italy, yung sa COVID, no? Titingnan natin, 50%, 48.5%, almost 50% ng namatay sa COVID, merong 3 or more illnesses, and pinaka-common dito is yung heart disease. All right, so they could have heart disease, they could have diabetes, they could have cancer, no? And 48.5%, almost 50% ng namamatay sa ito ay March 17, 2020 na sample sa Italy, they had 3 or more diseases. 25.6 had 2 other illnesses, 25.1 had 1 other illness. So lahat ng namamatay ay merong comorbid
Kasama.
conditions. May kasamang problema sila before nadapuan ng COVID. And if you look at the no other diseases, 0.8% lang, no? When you look at the raw data of this, meron rin problema. Karamihan nitong 0.8% ay obese. So siguro some doctors don't consider obesity as a disease, but remember, when you're obese, you're prone to so many other conditions. And so sa akin po, almost 100% ng mga namatay, okay, sa Italy, and this is happening around the world, not just in Italy, almost 100% meron talaga pong comorbid conditions. And that's why we know na hindi basta-basta nakakamatay ang COVID-19 unless meron ka ng previous conditions at immunocompromised ka na. Okay? So yan ang mga kailangan nating intindihin. So people who die from COVID-19, mostly 60 years old and above, other conditions, meron siyang heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, cancer, etc. 51.2% of people with heart disease, when they contract COVID, they die. So this is really something, huh? Our number one killer is a risk factor for dying from COVID. So, importante po na maintindihan natin that for me, I would rather fix the underlying problems like heart disease, diabetes, so that the population is better off and can defend themselves from COVID better. So yun po ang focus po ng ating pag-usapan. And I'll just mention a few severe complications of the viral infection. Pneumonia is one, multiple organ failure, and of course death. So talagang may namamatay sa COVID. All right? Here's one of my colleagues, looked at a different way of announcing the information about COVID. Kasi makikita natin dun sa DOH na website, talagang hina-highlight kung ilan ang namamatay, di ba? Ganyan. This is a positive way of looking at it. Okay, so this is from August last year. But it's interesting kasi kinompute niya lahat ng information, no? And then, ang pinaka-last niya na message dito is chances of not dying of COVID-19 based on our data is 99.99%. That is amazing. That means
Oh.
para ka lang nag-contract ng flu. And ang flu, sisipunin ka, ubuhin ka, lalagnatin ka, and then after a few days, you recover completely. And that is what we are finding here in the Philippines. Kaya nga dun sa the DOH website, 1.73% lang ang death talaga dahil dun sa COVID. Okay? So, let's go now to people who live after the COVID
After
infection.
COVID.
Sino ba yung mga nabubuhay? So, COVID is not as deadly as we think. Ito pong data ko galing ito sa CDC, Centers for Disease Control. It's actually 99.98%. So, ito ay feeling ko lang mas accurate kasi mas maganda yung kanilang way of monitoring it and tracking everyone who has the virus and who dies from the virus. So 99.98% of people who contract the virus or are positive in the test, kasi yung iba nagpa-positive pero actually wala silang sakit.
Asymptomatic.
Positive, asymptomatic sila. And they completely recover yung mga may symptoms. Many healthy people do not even develop symptoms. I already mentioned that. More people die of chronic diseases pa rin every single day. Sa US, 2,335 deaths from heart disease. That's a lot of people every single day. So, mataas rin yung daily natin na death dito sa Philippines due to heart disease.
Heart disease.
And the chances of survival go up. I'm talking about COVID-19 as you eat healthy, as you exercise, as you stress less, and as you sleep well. And I'd like to add though, dito sa exercise na to, I recommend people exercising outdoors. So that's one reason why I think that lockdowns in general, we don't have evidence that lockdowns work. That's number one, right? We're talking about evidence-based interventions, evidence-based practice of medicine. And we have no data that lockdowns actually work. In fact, when you keep people indoors, we know that kapag nakulong sila sa loob ng isang building, mas prone ang infection, ang passing of infection from one person to another kasi kulob sila sa isang lugar. And we know that pollution indoors is much higher than when you go outdoors. That's another thing. So one reason why I ask people to exercise outdoors is exposure to sunshine. And exposure to sunshine increases our vitamin D levels, okay? And we know that in order for our immune system to be optimally effective at beating viral infections, we need vitamin D. Yung sa mga countries na may snow, may winter, no? Yung sinasabi nilang seasonal na flu, it's actually not seasonal. It's a seasonal deficiency of vitamin D because during winter time, everybody is indoors. So the less vitamin D, and that's why during that time, mas susceptible sila sa flu virus. Okay? And that's why we should encourage people to go outdoors because sunlight is a disinfectant, number one. It can actually kill the virus on your skin, on your face, kapag exposed ka sa sunlight. And number two, it stimulates the production of vitamin D in our system. So if you want any information, may sasabihin ka ba sana, Doc Shi? Wala na.
Wala. Sasabihin ko lang na I was just walking from the house to my clinic since the lockdown. So, the sunlight can hit me. Hindi yung nasa sasakyan lang ako, bahay, sasakyan, tas clinic, sasakyan, bahay.
Right. So you get exercise, na-exposed ka sa sunlight, may fresh air ka pa. You're walking.
Wala nang traffic kasi ngayon kasi wala masyadong.
That's right.
Yun lang.
So that's really good that we are able to go out and expose ourselves to sunshine and fresher air. So siguro may benefit itong lockdown kasi fresher ang air.
walang traffic.
walang usok sa sasakyan. Yeah, that's true. All right, so I've discovered a group of physicians. This is an international coming together of physicians who truly want to help the public, And so I'd like to show you their website. The website is simply flccc.net. If you want information on how to fight COVID, this is the website to go to because it is complete with evidence-based information on how we can fight COVID and overcome it completely. So if you're a physician listening to this show, I suggest you get your information here. Ito ang isa sa pinakamagandang sources na information about COVID and how to treat a COVID infection, okay? A COVID-19 patient. So, and of course, they're talking about ivermectin. There's so much evidence today that ivermectin actually works. So it's not just vaccination. Ang concern ko lang kasi po sa vaccination is that we have no evidence that it is safe or effective. Yung sinasabi nilang 95% effective daw, that's 90. They're only talking about 1 or 2 symptoms of the disease. They're not talking about total immunity against the disease. Okay, so yun ang concern ko. We have absolutely no data to show us that the vaccine, these are essentially experimental vaccines. We have no data that they work. We have no data that they're safe. And right now, since the beginning of the rollout of vaccines, okay, throughout the world, we've had more than 3,000 COVID vaccine-related deaths. If that is not alarming, I know you're healthy, okay, wala kang problema, nagpaturok ka, the next day patay.
Wala na.
I can't, as a physician, I cannot see myself recommending a vaccine to a patient knowing that this vaccine might kill my patient.
Yeah, true.
Or my family member. So I personally am not taking the vaccine. I respect your decision. If you do want to be part of the experiment, if you do wish to have yourself as part of the studies, then I salute you. I am proud of you. I know I am happy that there are people who are that brave and that courageous. But if it is talking about my patients, if we're talking about my patients, my family, okay, myself, I want to continue to live to be able to help my patients and help people. If you die because of a vaccination, and I'm not against vaccines, by the way. I am for safe vaccines. So
yes,
my son, for example, just got bitten by a dog a couple of days ago. Ang kulit kasi,
nakita ko nga yung picture, sabi ko, hala ka, ang laki.
Aso ng kapitbahay namin, friends naman talaga sila, pero nagtatakbuhan, natakot sa kanya kasi biglang lumapit sa kanya, nakagat siya. And of course, I know how deadly rabies is.
Yes.
I am not against vaccinations. I got my son vaccinated with anti-rabies. And anti-tetanus. Kasi alam natin na ang tetanus nakakamatay rin. And we have a good track record of tetanus vaccine and rabies vaccine. Completely safe, and it does help. Okay, we have evidence that it does help in allowing us to be immune against rabies, immune against tetanus. And that, no problem, I will recommend that. But if we're talking about this vaccine in particular, completely new, for the first time in history, a vaccine created in what, 9 months? I don't think we have enough evidence to safely say that this vaccine will be effective and will actually be safe. So yun lang po ang aking stand. And I'm not pushing my stand. I'm just wanting to let people know that that is my stand. I respect other people's take on this, and I respect people's decisions. So if you want to help with the study, sure, go ahead, take the vaccine.
Sabi ko nga sa kanila.
Stay back, wait for the data, and then recommend later when we have more evidence. Okay, so yun lang akin. And that's why I'm recommending this website to my co-physicians, my colleagues like you, Doc Shi, because this is a good website for other options of treating COVID-19 without risking the life of your patient. Na alam mo yun, baka mas matindi pa yung cure kesa dun sa disease, and we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay. So I also use, and this is before hydrochloroquine was also banned. I use hydrochloroquine. Up to September last year, I was giving hydrochloroquine to my COVID patients, and they were doing well. They were recovering. So for, I don't know, sa inyo kung meron pang ganito, pero dito ang hirap ng makahanap ng hydroxychloroquine. Anyways, let's talk about our immune system, since we're talking about how to beat and how to defend ourselves. We have a God-given system to beat any infection, whether it be COVID, whether it be any other viruses or bacteria. First level, syempre, yung skin natin and yung cilia. So the skin is a protective barrier. It covers our whole body. Cilia, when it comes to our orifices, so sa ilong, sa bibig, sa tenga. So these orifices, they have cilia. And we understand that these cilia push out mucus as well as kung ano man nalanghap natin na viruses and bacteria out of your system. Kaya pagising natin sa umaga after we sleep, minsan nakakaramdam tayo ng accumulation ng skin. Yeah, napapupo tayo. Spit it out, di ba? Sana spit natin, huwag natin lunupin. Anyways, that helps us to expel whatever we breathe in throughout the day and throughout the night. Level 2 is our innate immune system. Ito na po yung ating cells mismo. Okay, our cells, and meron tayong mga chemicals that stop invaders, whether it's bacteria, viruses, or fungi. Itong ating innate immune system is our frontliners sa ating katawan. All right? And then, tumutulong yung innate immune system natin para ma-identify specifically yung mga viruses so that we can develop adaptive immunity. Ito na yung level 3. Ito na yung matindi. Kasi this is what vaccines actually try to produce, yung ating adaptive na immune system, where we can identify the virus and allow ourselves to cling to the virus and kill it. So yan ang maganda sa ating innate immune system. So one really interesting country that I read about on the internet, Vietnam. This was in May, I think, last year. So height ng spread ng virus throughout the world. Napaka-interesting. I've been to Vietnam once or twice na. And the last time I went there was 10 years ago. And napaka-interesting, Doc Shi, i-share ko lang sa inyo. One of my friends ordered McDonald's meal. Okay? Pasok siya sa fast food restaurant. Pagka-order niya, paglabas niya, sige, meron siyang burger, meron siyang fries, pero may free siya na vegetable salad.
Wow!
Okay,
Sana all!
Yes. So the thing is, Vietnam is so used to eating vegetables and fruits and fresh produce, hindi normal sa kanila na walang gulay. Kaya on the house, free yung gulay kasama. And ako, na-shock ako, na-amaze ako, and I said, this is what the Philippines should be doing.
Yeah.
And this is one reason why interesting Vietnam. And if you look at the article that I saw, ito nung May 12, 2020, with just 270 cases, 0 coronavirus deaths.
Wow.
Okay, let me enlarge that. 0 coronavirus deaths. And this was several months na into the pandemic, and they were seeing no deaths from Vietnam. And even up to now, napakaunti ng deaths nila. Sila yata ang pinakabababang deaths sa lahat ng countries sa Asia, at least Asia. So we can do something about it, and I think food has a lot to do with it. So I don't think I should even tackle how can I protect myself. We all know about face masks, keeping ourselves clean. So hindi na ako masyado mag-dwell dyan. I know you don't have a lot of time. So how not to die from COVID? Ito na po yung ating way para ma-defend natin ang sarili natin. Number 1, eat plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans. Okay, it's so important ang food at keeping our immune system optimal. Just 1 teaspoon of sugar, yung pure na sugar, as a processed food, it can actually start killing our white blood cells, which attack viruses, which attack bacteria and infections, no? And that's why we need, instead of eating sweets and junk food, I think we should eat more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans. We also know that animal-based foods cause inflammation. And remember, COVID-19, we are inflamed. Yung system natin may inflammation. And when we eat pro-inflammatory foods, ay di lalo nang nagkaroon ng inflammation. Milk is also another one. Yung cow's milk, ganun rin yun. It causes inflammation in our body. Kaya, if you want an anti-inflammatory, anti-COVID diet, you eat lots of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. I-run through lang natin itong iba. Baka ma-miss natin okay? Exercise, absolutely important. So there's 3 types of exercise. Yung aerobic, yung tipong hihingalin ka at papawisan ka, no? Resistance, more of weight-bearing, weightlifting para lumakas yung muscles mo. Yung pag nag-gym ka, nagbubuhat ka ng bakal, that's aerobic. I mean, that's resistance exercises. And of course, flexibility. So para yung range of motion natin, maganda yung joints natin, flexible tayo, hindi tayo basta-basta nababalian or na-dislocate kasi flexible na tayo. Okay? So hydration. So sa babae, Doc, alam natin, 2.7 liters ang dapat minimum, di ba? And
yes. Yun yung paulit-ulit.
We need to drink lots of water. So for females, kung babae po kayo, nakikinig kayo dito, 2.7 liters of water. Not 2.7 liters of soda, not 2.7 liters of alcohol. No, 2.7 liters of pure water every single day that will help you clean the inside of your body. Okay? Sa lalaki, mas pawisin ang lalaki. Ngayon, nagsasalita lang ako, naka-aircon na. Kaya pawisan pa ako. Siguro sa nervyos, mama. No? So, 3.7 liters a day for guys kasi mas pawisin tayong mga lalaki. Alright? So, yan lang, emphasis. And if you exercise, of course, you can always drink more. So, you can always drink more. Isang way to show that you are well hydrated is you look at the color of your urine. Yung ihi natin. Kapag medyo dark ang color, orange, okay, tapos matapang yung amoy, alam natin na kulang ang tubig natin. So the darker, the worse it is. So you have to drink lots of water. The closer we are to colorless, the better. Okay? The closer we are to clear na wee-wee.
Ihi, better.
yung mga anak ko shishi. Daddy, I want to shishi. Okay. Shishi ang tawag nila. So, sunlight exposure, 30 minutes in the morning. Kaya na-appreciate ko si Doc Shi na instead of taking the tricycle, she will walk to work para may sunlight exposure tayo. Just 30 minutes a day. Pwedeng 15 minutes, kung wala kang time, pwedeng 15 minutes sa umaga and then 15 minutes sa gabi. That gives you all the vitamin D that you need. And we don't even have to buy vitamin D supplements. Ito, libre lang. Alright?
Oo nga po. 15 minutes po, di ba, is all we need. 15 minutes sunlight
30 minutes
exposure.
talaga, but I mean, if you don't have 30 minutes in the morning, you can always divide that. 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes sa hapon, right?
But the best time po, anong oras?
Basta siguro before 8 and before 9, 8 to 9. Kasi 9 minsan, lalo kapag
mainit
malapit
na
ng
dito.
summer, medyo mainit na. So siguro mga 8 o'clock. So between 6, pag sikat ng araw, and then between 6 to 8, mag-expose ka just 25% of your body. So ito na yung time na pwede mag-sleeveless, no? Mag-sleeveless ka, mag-shorts ka para expose yung skin mo sa sunlight. Yan, sige. So yun lang po ang kailangan. If you really don't expose yourself, then you will need vitamin D supplementation. Okay, so yun lang. Avoid harmful substances. Tumaas ang alcohol sales. Dahil sa lockdown. Wala na kasi silang magawa. So mag-inom na lang sila. No? Nakakalungkot. Pero, yeah, mas prone tayo for infection when we smoke and when we drink alcohol. So I really encourage us not to take these substances. Nakakasaya minsan, pero ang katapat niyan ay hindi maganda. Okay?
Nakakasira ng silya, yung sabi niyo po. Yung first defense. Oo.
Yes. Imagine first defense masisira dahil sa ito, nakakatawa, naka-mask, nakita ko sa daan. binutasan niya
Pero,
yung mask niya, tapos nagbigarilyo siya. Sabi ko, wow,
naman.
parang ano tayo, parang niloloko lang natin sarili natin, no? So yeah, smoking is bad for you. The fact that COVID-19 is a respiratory problem, and then you smoke, that those two things don't go good together. So ayaw natin na mag-smoke and uminom na alcohol. Alcohol is a carcinogen as well. So it's a class 1, it's a group 1 carcinogen. So hindi maganda alcohol. Oxygenate with fresh outdoor air. Na-mention ko na kanina. That's why we have to go outdoors and enjoy the outdoors. Lalo na sa nature. Seaside, forest. Napakagandang peaceful places to go to. You get plenty of fresh air. I like to emphasize sleeping 8 hours in the evening. Kulang na kulang tayo. Sa gabi, usually, ang mga tao, yan yung time nila na mag-play ng video games, manood.
Netflix po.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah. Napaka-challenging. Salit na matulog tayo, makapag-recuperate and regenerate and yung maging ma-refresh tayo for the next day, no? Get our energy back up.
Nauubos sa Netflix. Last episode. Wala na. Umaga na.
Isa pa. Uy, na-excited siya. Tuloy. Yeah. I understand. I mean, ako, ilang beses akong nagkaganon kasi na-interested ka talaga dun sa series na yun, no? Hindi mo tinigilan. The next day, talaga sama ng pakiramdam.
Oo, parang drain na drain. Kahit natulog, wala pa rin. It can never replace the
That's right. It's hard.
night sleep.
Mahirap pawiin talaga yun. Yeah. So, stress less, enjoy nature, absolutely. Have a positive outlook. Remember that if you do get COVID, okay, it's not a death sentence. You have a 99.98% chance to recover completely. So Philippines, we're blessed, no? We're a Christian nation. We all believe in God. And there is something about trusting in divine power that helps us be more secure in ourselves, no? That God is in control. Minsan chaotic ang buhay. Hindi mo na maintindihan kung sino ba nagsasabing totoo, no? Sa totoo lang, it's even as a physician, nakakalito ang information, but when you dig deeper to the actual data, you'll find out the truth for yourself. The truth is there. It's just a matter of really looking for it. Okay. Yes. So trust that God is in control. I believe that this too will pass, and once it does, then we'll all be going back to our normal duties and normal activities. Yeah. Sana mangyari yan very soon. Okay, so let's go back to food. Doc Shi.
Okay.
I share this slide every single time I do my lectures. This is the power plate slide from the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. The 4 food groups were discovered as effective at keeping ourselves healthy way back 2009, if I'm not mistaken, by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. And then they developed this diagram and presented this diagram to the sa US, the authority for food, okay? Sila yung nag-recommend ng food sa Department of Agriculture. Hindi tinanggap ng Department of Agriculture sa US. Okay? Kaya ang PCRM, they sued the organization. Because the organization sa US ng Department of Agriculture, sila yung nag-represent ng food na dapat kainin. May conflict of interest. Okay? So, they produce animal foods, dairy, milk.
Oo,
okay?
kasama yun,
poultry, no? And they recommend their own products. So that's a huge conflict of interest. Kaya nga sabi nga nila, yung magre-recommend dapat ng food natin, hindi dapat sa agriculture.
Not involved.
Dapat sa Centers for Disease and Control. Yun sila dapat ang nagre-recommend ng nutrition para sa tao. Okay? So anyways, ito ang recommended ko po. If you forget anything I say today, we've discussed quite a lot. Ito po, huwag kalimutan ito. And this is really what I think should be remembered by all our viewers para maging healthy po tayo. Let me just give you examples. May time pa ba ako, Doc Shi?
Yes, please go ahead. Okay. No, it's okay. Okay.
So these are some of the foods that we prepare at home. Okay, ito ay famous kong quit yao. It's actually one of the dishes I personally developed. This is a Thai dish. So meron tayong vegetables, meron tayong fruit, ayan, meron tayong beans. Makikita mo yung beans dito sa gitna, and then we have ito rice noodles. It's not a whole food, but it's from rice, so we can consider it as our grain. So that's very simple to do. Halos walang luto itong mga to. Linuto ko lang dito yung soup halos at saka yung beans. Okay, the rest is fresh. Oh, and syempre yung noodles. Mahirap no yung matigas na noodles. The rest is fresh. Hindi ko, kahit yung gulay dyan, fresh yan. Okay? This is a Mexican dish. So Mexican dish, we have chili con, not carne, hindi siya carne. I have whole wheat burrito wrap, vegetables, my fruits. Okay, so fruits, greens, beans, vegetables. Lahat nandyan. Power plate. Ito, more Filipino. So may pechay ako na stewed, unpolished rice, tofu. Ito, ang tawag ko dito ay eggplant hash. So my potatoes and eggplant, right? And then fruits. So fruits, whole grains, beans, and vegetables. Again, very easy. Ito, for my patient, I cook a warm salad with beans. Yan ang vegetables natin and beans. Quinoa as our grain. Fruits natin ay strawberries, and vegetables natin itong steamed vegetables. Soup can be vegetables, whole grain, and beans. So itong soup na to has vegetables, whole grains, and beans. Ito ay minestrone. It's an Italian soup. Pinartneran ko lang ng grapes, kompleto na. Power plate na siya. 4 food groups na. So it's not complicated. It's very simple. And this is why I know it is easy to become healthy. And of course, we have other vegetables and fruits dito. Itong meal na to, halo-halo na to. And yung sa top left corner, baka akala nyo cheese yan. That's actually vegan cheese. So it's not made out of dairy. It's made out of plant-based food. So we can have that. Kung mahilig ka, ayaw ko dokshi, pero yung mga anak ko ay mahilig sa macaroni and cheese. And of course, we eat plant-based whole food. So I made my own macaroni and cheese. Ito ang macaroni and cheese namin. We have whole wheat na pasta. Yung cheese ko is made out of cashew, pimientos, and carrots. So may vegetables tayo. Meron tayong nuts. And I think I added some soy milk as well. Blend ko lang yan, and yan ang kinalabasan. And then I added peas for our beans, and then syempre yung whole wheat, yung carbohydrates natin. So yan yung ating power plate na comfort food. Di ba? Comfort food yan. And for dessert, ayan na, ang aking cheesecake. This is actually my wife's recipe, but I made this for one of my patients. So ako yung nagluto mismo yan. As blueberry cheesecake without cheese, without dairy, is absolutely healthy. Okay. Additional other desserts. This is chia pudding that I also created for my patients. And because hindi ko na kayang magluto sa dami ng mga patients ko na gustong food na prepare namin sa bahay, one of my patients actually suggested that, Doc, we need to level up your services. So one of my patients approached me. He said, passion project ko ito, Doc. Let's start the Doctor's Kitchen. So we now have the Doctor's Kitchen here in Metro Manila, and we are helping people get healthier by eating delicious food prepared by myself and my staff. No, we designed this food, and with operations that we're having now. Yeah, hindi lang tingnan, masarap talaga na.
Sana may ganito sa Cebu.
Yeah, soon maybe. We're actually talking with some people in Cebu who are thinking of opening the Doctor's Kitchen in Cebu. So sana soon meron rin tayong ganyan. And we have friends in Cebu as well who also have meal services, so you can avail of those as well.
Yes, dito sa Cebu po, Doc, I'm a close friend of April, Dr. Lucero.
Yes. She is one of the officers of PCLM. So yeah.
Yes po.
Yeah, so marami tayong friends dyan at meron silang mga kanya-kanyang mga food services that you can use. Okay,
In
so
Bohol po, yung parents ko, they have also what they call the Simply Rainbow. May ganito din.
wow,
Tapos ang sasarap
yeah,
tingnan. Tapos my mom and dad just visited us. They prepared something for us yesterday kasi holiday. We went
wow.
out, nag-distress. Yun,
Uh-huh.
naka-try na ako after a year na nakikita ko lang sa Facebook.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that food. So, yan ang mga sinaserve namin ngayon sa mga patients namin. And not just patients, we now have people who just subscribe kasi gusto lang nilang maging healthy and maintain their health. Iba
Mm-mm.
gusto mag-lose ng weight. So sabi ko, you can eat our food and definitely we lose weight. One
Mm-mm.
meal, okay, just to give you an idea of how much one meal is in terms of volume, one meal is around 1 liter in volume. Okay? So, whenever, makikita mo naman yan, ang daming food yan. And that's why, yung mga pasyente namin, busog sila, pero
Mm-mm.
sumisexy yung mga obese.
Oo, good.
Nawawala pa yung
Hindi
kanilang heart disease.
deprived. Oo,
Yes.
hindi sila
They feel
deprived with
satisfied.
the mm.
And yun ang importante. You feel satisfied, you feel full. So, hindi ka nag-crave for other food in between meals kasi busog ka na for breakfast. Busog ka for lunch. And then for dinner, wala ka namang gagawin after dinner. So, medyo light usually ang dinner namin.
Mm.
Okay?
Kasi
So,
parang
ganun
ano po, yung hindi na sustain pag deprived yung feeling ng
yeah.
patient. Yung parang wag yan, wag ganito. Tas wala, anong kakain niya? Hangin. Ano ba?
Merong ganung diet ah. I don't know.
Meron
People
ba?
have the weirdest diet. So, meron kita air diet. Yung pag humihinga ka daw, makukuha mo daw yung nutrients mo from air. Sabi ko, wow.
Nako!
Parang hindi ko gusto yung ganung diet ah. So anyways,
Yung,
yeah. So anyways, yung concept po na you're satisfied, you're full, plus you're getting all the nutrients you need. That is what people need today. And I hope na at least yung message natin na yan, that food as medicine, will help our viewers and our listeners to really be healthy. During the time of pandemic, definitely supplements will help. So vitamin C, I take vitamin C myself. And acetylcysteine is a very powerful antioxidant. Okay, pwede ka ring uminom yan once a day. Vitamin B12, even without the pandemic, even without viral infections, vitamin B12 is essential. Hindi natin mahirap kainin or mahirap hanapin ang vitamin B12 sa food. So around 3,000 micrograms a week. This is 1 week, ma'am. Doc Shi, hindi kailangan na sobrang dami. So I tell my patients, kasi yung dosage niya is 1,000 mcg sa isang tablet. So I just tell them to take it 3 times a week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Ganun lang. And they have all the vitamin B12 they need. Kung ikaw ay plant-based at vegan ka, D2, okay, vitamin D2, ergocalciferol, and then kapag hindi ka vegan and it's okay for you to eat animal sources of nutrients, and D3 naman yun. So D3. And we have a company that produces a special strain of chlorella, doc. P-Pars, okay, C. sorokiniana. This is also a very good vitamin, or not vitamin, but food supplement for inflammation. So yun po. Last thing I want to share, I guess, is what do I do if I get sick with COVID-19? And basically, what I want to share is that we should stay home when we are sick. We should cover a cough or sneeze with a tissue. Simple, I would say, hygienic practices, okay? Disinfect and clean touch objects and surfaces. Continue to apply lifestyle medicine interventions. Yung mga minention ko po kanina na food as medicine, exercise as medicine, sunlight as medicine. And of course, if it does get worse, kailangan talaga po ng hospital care. So I hope that I have helped you understand how we ourselves can defend ourselves from COVID. If you have any other questions, please contact me at solidrocklifestylemedicine.com. That's my website. Facebook, lifestyle medicine Philippines. I also practice with a group of lifestyle medicine physicians, so 4-Leaf Lifestyle Medical Group, and this is my number. So thank you very much. Doc Shi, did you just parang nag-log out si Doc Shi, iniwan na niya ako dito sa sa ating show. So I don't know what to do next. I'm not the host. Doc Shi, are you still around? Okay, I'm not really sure what's going on, but I hope that everyone has understood what we talked about. Okay, that's about it. That's it from me. If there are any questions, I guess you can ask them on Facebook. Tapos siguro I can answer them. This is kind of weird because I am by myself right now. Siguro nagkaroon ng technical difficulties sila Dr. Shi on their side. So anyways, maybe I can take questions now, if there are any. If not, thank you very much for listening, guys. God bless you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and continue to watch Doc Shi and her shows, her live streaming on her Facebook page. Thank you very much. God bless you. Stay healthy.
So, hello. I'm sorry, I got some technical difficulties. I hope
I
you can
knew it.
still.
Para sabi ko, hindi mo tao ni Doc Shi. It's fine. It's fine, Doc. It's fine.
This is the first time na nagkaganito, but pag nagka-online talaga, minsan may
Yeah,
ganito.
yeah.
So,
I just continued.
nag-transfer ako. Yes,
I just
yes,
continued and finished the whole. I already finished everything. I even
Okay,
showed
wow.
my end slide, so I took over, Doc Shi. No problem.
Thank you. Swerte ko talaga. Okay, so
sige po.
thank you for that wonderful talk. I have been reading comments from our viewers that they have indeed learned a lot. So we will know if they have learned a lot because
Okay.
we will move on to Tama o Mali.
Oh, wow.
Again, this is a pop quiz segment because for those who will get the answers to the Tama o Mali segment, they will be given a free online consultation coupon with me. And this is also transferable. So they would have no reason to not seek help from a medical professional. So, okay. So the Tama o Mali, we will be flashing the questions on screen. But please type the pop quiz question number first before typing it tama o mali. So we will know, so the staff will know whether itong sagot is from pop quiz number 1, 2, 3 onwards. Okay, so don't worry, your questions will be addressed later on para naman may time kaming makita kung sino yung naka-answer ng correct with tama o mali. So there are questions in the chat box for Dr. Manyes, but again, we will answer that after tama o mali segment. Okay? So now we will have our tama o mali segment question number one. Tama o mali? Power plate includes fruits, grains, beans, and veggies. Again, tama o mali? The power plate includes fruits, grains, beans, and veggies. Okay? So to our viewers, once again, I hope hindi lang ako yung disconnect. I hope they are still with us. Okay. Ayun. We are reading answers already. Perhaps we give them a short countdown. Dapat sana kasi may count. Ayan, may countdown. Ayun, may ganun din. Oo, may pop quiz, ganun din tayo. All right. So, the answer to our question, whether the power plate includes fruits, grains, beans, and veggie is... Tama. Tama, Doc, di ba? Nakinig ako.
Tama, of course.
Okay. So, all right. So, we have... Okay, ang galing, galing. Okay. So, we have viewers who were able to answer correctly. Very good. We proceed to pop quiz number 2. Tama o mali, the leading infectious cause of death in the Philippines is COVID-19 infection. Once again, is it tama o mali? Type the number of the pop quiz and then tama o mali. All right. So, our question for pop quiz number 2, the answer is mali. Okay, mali. Hindi po COVID-19 ang leading cause, infectious leading cause dito sa Pilipinas, kundi tuberculosis. Kahit may gamot, marami pa ding namamatay. And the non-infectious cause of death here in the Philippines is heart disease o non-infectious yon. Okay, so let's move on because we will have 3 winners for today. The third is pop quiz number 3, tama o mali? The best doctor for your health is Doc Shi. Isali na natin. And Dr. Manies. Tama o mali? Okay. Ayan. So, tama ba o mali? Kahit you are watching Doc Shi TV live series DANGPANAN, ang sagot ay mali. The best doctor for your health is you. That is why we are doing this health talk this afternoon. So we will be able to equip you, our viewers, to take care of your health, to take charge of your health. So I think that ends our Tama o Mali segment. We will now go to our question and answer. I think there are several questions for Dr. Manies in the chat box. May nakita na akong kanina. Ayon. So this is from Ma'am Liberty Manas. Doc, can you recommend some staple home arsenal to prepare just in case we get COVID? Yun.
Oh, sure. Of course, syempre, kailangan pa rin yung doctor ninyo ang mag-specific na magbibigay. When you're saying arsenal, ano ba to? Yung mga medications talaga? Yun ba sinasabi
Parang
niya?
home remedies siguro ito.
Home remedies? Okay. So kung home remedies, of course, we know yung food dapat, number 1, ano? Yung fruits, grains, beans, and vegetables. But remember, COVID can become serious. Okay? Kaya nga meron pa rin konting namamatay sa COVID. And if you happen to be symptomatic, okay, we have 2 medications, in fact, 3 medications na pwede nating itanong sa ating physician, okay, that we can ask them to prescribe it for you, kung lalo na kapag nahihirapan tayong huminga. And what is available in the market right now is ivermectin is one, hydroxychloroquine is another. Pero merong Chinese medicine that we are seeing. Ako personally, I've given this to my patients, Lianhua, and it has helped them. It has helped them relieve themselves of the phlegm. Nakatulong siya para hindi mag-congest yung lungs. And I've recommended that to lots of my patients, and gumanda talaga yung pakiramdam nila. There are some side effects that you have to watch out for. Sumasakit minsan ng tiyan. So kung sinisikmura, I give natural antacids, so I just tell them to drink warm water and then eat a very ripe banana para makatulong sa acidic na na pakiramdam. Pero kung yung iba kasi, Doc, medyo colicky na talaga yung pain nila, then I just give them a Buscopan ano ba yung generic ng Buscopan? I'm saying trade names, but yun kasi
HNBB
pinaka-common.
po.
Yeah,
Halos
that's right. So HNBB, yun na lang
naka-brand na.
yung gagamitin pag meron tayong colicky pain. And it really helps in a matter of one day, for example, for one of my patients, isang araw pa lang na nahirapan siyang huminga. When she took that, nagpawis siya ng husto, ang daming pawis. 7 times daw siya nagpalit ng t-shirt sa gabi dahil sa pawis. But kinabukasan, ang sarap ng pakiramdam niya. Nakahinga na siya ng maayos. And that's what's important. And for me, symptomatic care, kasi nga, survivable ang COVID eh. So your own body will create a defense against COVID. Pero while you're symptomatic, you can treat the symptoms with these medications. Ivermectin is actually very powerful at killing the virus. You can actually kill the virus with ivermectin. Ang daming debate ngayon sa government, but the evidence is there. I don't know why they are being blind to the evidence, but the evidence is there.
Ang tagal na niyan sa market, tas nagkakagulo-gulo.
That's right. So we don't understand why. They may have some other reasons why. But other countries around the world, even the US, we have doctors and hospitals and institutions throughout the world. You'll find it in LMCC. All the doctors prescribing ivermectin and prescribing these other medications, they are FDA approved for other conditions. Okay, safety-wise, completely safe. Okay, completely safe. That's why I personally am looking for people who do supply it. Right? Nahihirap hanapin kasi nga binablock ng ano natin, ng system.
Nga po, may mga
Pero pumayag na ang FDA for compassionate
natulfo yata.
I know. Dami issue natin dito sa Pilipinas, sa ibang countries. Nung nalaman nila na effective siya, bigay ka agad. This is saving people's lives now. Ngayon, kailangan ng pasyente, hindi after years pa ng research, yung vaccines ka, walang research, pinayagan. Bakit itong ivermectin na safe naman siya, right? So anyways, ivermectin is good. And of course, yung mga home remedies natin, yung wife ko, no? She's a chef. She creates her own concoction of yellow ginger, yung turmeric, luya, tanglad, at saka meron pa siyang isang may onions pa and garlic. She just boils it together, and yung katas, yung parang tea na kinakalabasan, ang sarap. It really soothes the symptoms of cough and colds. So yan ang kanyang ministry sa hospital. Yung mga kasama niya, siya na lang yata hindi nagka-COVID dun sa mga that's what she brings these COVID patients, yung mga colleagues niya, yung mga kasama niya sa hospital na quarantine. Siya yung taga-dala nung concoction niya na nagawa sa turmeric and luya and lemongrass and other herbs and spices. So yeah, you can have that as a natural remedy. And parang sobra-sobra na yung time ko, ma'am, na tinake to answer that question. Are there other questions though? Iniwan na naman ako ni Doc yata. Okay, mukhang nagka-technical problem ulit po si Doc Shi. So anyways, if you guys don't have any other questions, or if you do have other questions, I will be willing to answer them. Okay, if we have no access to ivermectin, what can we have or buy to prevent or treat COVID naturally? Remember, if you remain healthy, you can your immune system will naturally mount up an immune response against COVID. Remember, COVID is a viral infection, and viral infections are self-limiting. So may limit lang yung viral infection. And COVID is a viral infection that is self-limiting. Eventually po, your system will be able to recuperate from the infection, and will be able to beat the infection. So essentially, just by eating vegetables, fruits, grains, and beans, making sure you have the vitamin C supplements, making sure you have zinc, okay, as part of your regimen of supplements. And as I mentioned earlier, kanina, yung ating PPARS, which is basically a specific strain of chlorella, W87-10, a strain of chlorella, and you can buy it from Simply Nature. Okay, in fact, because I do, I speak for Simply Nature in some of their seminars. They actually give a discount to my patients, so that's a good thing as well. So just go to Facebook and look for Simply Nature and PPARS, and you can get that from them. Okay. So I'm just looking through some of the questions here. Kasi iniwan na naman ako ni Ma'am Shi. Siguro si Doc Shi ay nagkakaroon talaga ng technical problems. All right.
Yan na, balik na ako.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
Okay, Sus Doc,
Dalawang beses
what
na
would I
naputol.
do if you are not my guest? Thank you very much, really. You are home.
No problem. Ano
Thank
tayo
you.
these things really happen. Yeah, no, don't
Yes
worry.
po, thank you talaga. I'm very, I don't know what happened. Talagang I'm cutting off.
Nagpa-fluctuate
Anyway,
yung signal mo dyan. Yeah.
palipat-lipat na po ako pa wala pa din. Sige, anyway,
Okay.
Doc, thank you very much. O, may
No problem.
parang, okay, I think, yun na yung last
last na
question
sagot ko,
regarding,
yeah.
oh yes po. Okay, if there are no more questions, we'd like to thank Dr. Banyes for not just being our guest, but taking the floor during my disconnection. Doc, it was
No
an
problem.
honor having you in our program. Thank you very much for your time.
God bless you.
God bless you. May God bless you abundantly, Doc. Stay healthy. Thank you, Dr. Banyes.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Doc. Okay. Are we good pa ba? Thank you very much for waiting. Okay, the segment, hindi pwedeng mawala yung question and answer segment natin. So I hope you can hear me well. Please let me know if I start to become blurry to you. Okay, so again, as how we do our program previously, we get questions from our audience in the chat and the Facebook page. And I will answer them. So I think we have picked out 5, right? In our Facebook page. Okay. They are saying their thank you, Dr. Manias. Dr. Manias can still hear you all. Thank you very much, Dr. Manias, once again. It was indeed a very fruitful discussion on practical tips, no? Very simple to follow, very practical. Yun talaga. I told him practical lang para mabilis, madali nilang ma-understand yung mga tips natin. Okay. So we will move on to our next segment, the question and answer Ask Doc Shi segment. Ayon, okay. You can ask your questions already live for our live audience. You can already type in your questions while I answer those that are sent in the Facebook page. Okay, first question. Ayan. Hi po, Doc. Pwede po magtanong. Kasi po, parati pong sumasakit ang puson ko. Ano po ba ang posibleng maging sakit ko? 2 araw na po kasi akong sumasakit. Okay. Pag masakit ang puson at walang dalaw, I think ito yung gist ng question niya. What possible condition ang meron siya? Because pag may dalaw, ang tawag doon, dysmenorrhea, di ba? Correct. So, pag dysmenorrhea, obvious naman, it's because of the increase in prostaglandin. It's or part of the hormones that is released during menstruation. Pero pag walang dalaw, ito yon. Number 1, hindi ka babuntis. Pag buntis ka, problema yon. Pag masakit ang puson. Pag hindi ka buntis, nag-preg-test ka na at hindi ka buntis. Or, you try to recall, kailan ba yung first day of last mens mo? Baka nasa mid or nasa kalagitnaan ka ng iyong menstrual cycle at baka ikay nangingitlog or you are, in English, we call it, or in medical term, we call it ovulation. Or if you are ovulating, minsan kasi masakit yon. Ang tawag doon, the Mittelsmers. O may masakit ang puson or either on the right or the left side of the abdomen, masakit siya. So try to review. Kailan ba ako nag-mens? Kailan ba yung unang araw ng menstruation ko? At pag ito'y nasa mid of your cycle, then most likely ay ito yung ovulation pain mo. Okay? So no need to worry. Minsan talaga masakit yun. Pero pag masakit na talaga, I think you need to seek consultation already. Okay? Usually, yes, 2-3 days, usually ganun yon yung ovulation pain. Okay? So, next question. Doc, pwede po magtanong kung bakit hindi pa dumarating yung buwan ng dalaw ko. Nagpalit po kasi ako ng brand contraceptive pills. Dahil po ba dito yon? Okay. Ganito kasi, if you're taking the pill, no, the oral contraceptive pill, if you stop at any time or in the middle of taking pills, nagme-menstruate ka. Pag tinutuloy-tuloy mo naman yan, kuwari you're taking the 21 pill pack. Pag tinutuloy-tuloy mo yan, hindi ka magme-mens. Kasi hindi ko alam kung anong brand ito. May ibang brand na hindi sila 28 pill pack. May ibang brand na 21 pill pack lang. So pag yung 28 pill pack, pag tinuloy-tuloy mo yon, syempre magme-mens ka kasi 7 of the pills in the 28 pill pack is hormone-free. So para siyang placebo lang na may tinitake ka. Pero actually wala yung hormone, kaya nagme-mens ka. Pero pag 21 pill pack, yung brand na medyo mas mahal, usually 21 pill pack yon, pag tinutuloy-tuloy mo yon, hindi ka magme-mens. Okay? So because walang brand na na-mention dito, I hope that answer will suffice. Okay, next, third question. Pwede po mag-ask, normal lang po ba yung may lumalabas na dugo sa private part mo, kaso konti-konti lang, tas light red yung color, tapos ang tagal matapos? Hindi. Ang diagnosis dyan, abnormal uterine bleeding pa din. So, iba, masyadong malakas, matagal natatapos, or pakonti-konti, matagal natatapos, o hindi nagme-mens at all. So, yun ay lahat abnormal. So, ano nga yung algorithm natin? So, mga viewers natin na matagal nang nanonood ng DANGPANAN, pag may change in the pattern of bleeding, anong gagawin? Pregnancy test. Ayun. So, mag-pregnancy test ka. Okay? Next. Doktor, tanong ko rin po, bumabalik po ba ang tulo kahit nagamot ka na? Oy, good question ito. Parang ito yung first question about STD ah. Ang galing ng question na ito. Unfortunately, mga lovey, ang STD ay walang immunity. Okay? Hindi ito, pag nagamot ka na, vaccinate ka at hindi ka na magkakasakit. Hindi. Pag nagkatulo, nagka-STD na antibiotic na nagamot, tapos nakipagtalik ulit sa ibang lalaki at meron ding STD, babalik yon. Okay? So, walang immunity dito. Okay? So, kahit nga ikaw, may partner ka, matagal na kayo sa partner mo, tapos yung STD mo, nakuha mo pala sa partner mo, pero ikaw, nagamot ka na, pero nag-contact uli kayo. So, nagpiping-pong, okay? Nagpiping-pong yung bacteria doon. So, para ma-stop yun, either maghiwalay kayo or dapat ipagamot din si partner. Okay? Yan yung part of the regimen or part of the treatment for STD is treatment of the partner, hindi lang treatment of the patient. Okay? Now, Doc, tinuod ba nga kung makuhaan, mas muhinay daw ang pagdugo kung raspahan kay basinaa pa nahabilin sa iyahang kinatao? Okay, this is also a good question because I have been receiving a lot of questions. Doc, muraspa ka? Doc, nagaraspa ka? Doc, pila ang raspa? Okay. This question is asking kung yung raspa or yung curettage, we call it as the procedure, will cause muhinay. Nagdi-decrease ba yung amount of bleeding pag naraspa? Pag naraspa, tas yon, pag naraspa. Okay, this is a case of miscarriage, ha? Miscarriage ito. Okay. May mga iba-ibang klase of miscarriage. May complete miscarriage, yung lahat, kahit wala kang ginawa na nalabas mo lahat, hindi yun siya kailangan ng raspa. Malakas yung bleeding kasi nga the mattress is trying to release all the products of conception. After yung nalabas lahat, nag-stop na yung bleeding. So tawag doon complete miscarriage. However, kung incomplete miscarriage tayo, meaning dinugo ka, pero parang malakas pa din siya, 3 days, 5 days, ganun pa din. We have two options. Pwedeng medical, pwede ding surgical. Ang surgical, ito yung raspa. Depende with how dami, gaano kadami yung natirang products of conception, saka tayo magraspa. Kasi ang raspa, since it's a surgical procedure, marami din yang hindi side effects, complication. Kasi nga, operasyon yan. Kahit sabihin natin minor surgery, operation pa din yan. At since it's pandemic now, you will be exposing yourselves with a lot of infectious agents in the hospital. Kasali na doon ang COVID infection. So pag hindi siya emergency, huwag kayong mag-hospital. Baka naman, nalabas mo na yun lahat. Pagkalabas mo na yun lahat, mag-stop na yung bleeding, but seek professional help. Hindi pwedeng sarilinin mo. Kasi may tinatawag din tayong septic abortion. Nag-miscarriage ka, tas matagal na pala yan dyan, ayun, na-infection ka, nagpunta na sa dugo, nag-sepsis ka na because of the retained products of conception. So I hope I was able to answer that. Okay? Sana'y may nahanap ng winners. Ay, may question. Oh, thank you, Dr. Man. Yes. Okay. Oh, wow. May question talaga. Oh, yes, Ma'am Liberty. Sasagutin ko yan. Okay. Doc Shi, how are lifestyle medicine OB doctors different from other practicing OBs? Yan, ang galing. Kasi, this is something, this is a question that will encourage other specializations to also look at lifestyle medicine. The reason why lifestyle medicine is very active in several social media platforms, actually, this social media platform, I was inspired by how PCLM reaches out to the lay. Kaya parang because of the inspiration, I was also able to create this DANGPANAN for you. May specializations na kami, no? Ako, OB na ako. But after that, parang mas gusto kong holistic yung approach. Hindi lang kasi yung pinag-aaralan namin, medications, pharmaceutical, pharmas, okay? Yung mga gamot, pills, yun, mga metformin. Di ba yun yung mga sikat sa mga PCOS or mga hormones, ganon. But actually, when I studied lifestyle medicine, I saw a lot of things that I did not see when I was studying my field of specialty. Parang sabi ko, kaya pala ganito yung emotional outburst ng mga patients with hormonal imbalance because hormones contribute to ang daming connection. So, ang dami kong realization. So, if you saw my video on when I was inducted as a diplomate of lifestyle medicine, it's not actually different. Lifestyle medicine will just add to how well we are able to manage our patient. Para siyang on top of being an obstetrician, pag lifestyle medicine ka pa, mas holistic yung approach. Hindi lang, okay, you take this once a day for, ayan, tapos na. Ako, if for those of my patients who are watching with us, they know how I manage them. I really take time to talk to them. I will teach them what's the cause of the disease because part of being a lifestyle medicine specialist is empowering our patients to create that parang change, no? Kasi pag you do this, you do that, pag ganun lang palagi, parang we will not be able to follow through talaga kung the patient is able to correct ba the lifestyle change. Pag sabihin natin, you lose weight, hindi pwedeng ganun lang. So what I do, I usually look at the diet of my patient and then assist the patient in the transition. Of course, may gamot. May gamot pa din ako. I give them, yun, kasi OB ako, so usual pills. So I give them pills. Pero during the transition, I followed them through yung weight, yung blood pressure, yung liver profile, ganon. So that's how lifestyle medicine enhanced my being an obstetrician. Yon, obstetrician gynecologist. Sana'y na sot ko yung question na yon. Mukhang, wait lang ha, review ka lang. Baka may question akong hindi nabasa. Okay, ayan, may nag-thank you. Okay. Okay. So, ayan, parang wala na yata. Nasagot na yata. Yun lang, ito lang yung question. Wala nang masyadong question on gyne. Kasi, ano din it's more of general yung ano natin, yung topic natin today. So, we can already move on to, to our winners para may makatanggap na naman ng free online consultation coupon. Hello, thank you for watching. Okay, so let's see. Parang yung yung team ko na disconnect din. So ito na. So we will show the winners of our Tama o Mali segment. I hope I'm not missing anything, ha? Okay, just let me know if I'm missing anything. Okay. So, all right, parang wala na. So, congratulations. I hope may natutunan kayo with this afternoon's discussion. So, we will show our winners. Okay? So, for the first question, the answer is tama. Okay, sino bang winner natin? Let's show it. Congratulations for first Tama o Mali winner. Jade Genevieve Wagas Carlon. Ayun. So please message our official Facebook page to get your free online consultation coupon. Okay. Now we will move on to question number 2. Okay, question number 2 is the leading cause of death in the Philippines is COVID-19. Infectious COVID-19 ba? Mali. Very good, Sir Alvin Galion. Parang familiar. Parang father of my, of my student, Eds. Okay. Thank you for participating. Mali. Yes, mali po. The leading cause of death in the Philippines is tuberculosis. Nasabi ko na po kanina. Very good. And the third, ay naman, I know parang you see me as a good doctor, but the best doctor for your health is you. So our winner is, ayan, Sis Dimple. You are our third pop quiz winner. So, ayan, okay. Ay, sorry, Adada. Ay, tama ba ito? Sis Dimple, may award ka for being able to watch our segments several times. Sis Dimple, thank you for looking at me as your best doctor, but the best doctor is you. Okay, the best doctor is you. Sorry, mali dapat ito. Ang ating mali ang number 3. Number 3 natin, naku, nagkakagulo-gulo na. Ayan, sino bang winner, Dada? Oh, okay. Ayan na. Ilabas natin kung sino yung winner, number 3. Number 3 na mali. Mali dapat. Ayan, okay, ipalabas na. Oh, walang iba kundi si Ate Jeannie. Thank you, Ate Jeannie. Thank you, Ate Jeannie. Oh, okay. Dr. Galion pala is a professor of USC Graduate School. Sir, thank you very much for watching us this afternoon. Sabi ng husband ko, friends daw kayo. I'm sorry kasi I have a student also who is the same family name as you are. So, sir, thank you very much for gracing our event. Ayan. So, I hope finally nakadaog na jud ko. Okay, please message lahat kayo. Those names we flash in the screen. Please message our official Facebook page for your free online consultation coupons. Actually, I have prepared a testimony before we end our program. Okay. So before we end again, please, I'll see you again next week, Saturday, 4 p.m. pa din. Our usual time slot, our usual date na ito. Ayan na, nagka-ano na ako. Kasi ako lang. Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, yan. Ako na lang ang natira. Ako na lang natira matibay kasi wala. Yung internet talaga ay hindi maganda. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, sige. Ano muna, let's show the testimony para naman ma-inspire yung iba. Okay, this is a testimony of my patient. Yan. Pansan ba ako dito? Okay, ganyan. Naku, ang hirap. Okay, yan. Let's just read it together para ma-inspire yung iba. Hindi ako marunong. Saan ako magpwesto? Ayan, ganyan. Okay. It was by Sunshine Morningstar. Ayan. Pag gusto niyo mag-inspire ng iba, you just let me know. So we can feature your testimony. Okay. Sunshine Morningstar, thank you. Na-mention kasi ako, tapos ang ganda ng testimony niya. So I would like to share it for all of us to be inspired naman. Okay. Ang hirap ng position ka. Sige. It was pretty crucial last month. Days were dark, my scores were failing, and my hormones were all around the place. At first, I was only open about my condition to people who were so close to me. But I guess I have to say it now, just in case I may possibly throw a bad attitude at random people, or if you ever get to see me suddenly burst with emotions out of nowhere, then you need not to judge me anymore. December 2020, I started to notice irregular series of bleeding that I have to deal with it for more than 10 to 15 straight days. O matagal. Imagine wearing your sanitary napkin or menstrual cup for 10 straight days. On January 2021, I decided to consult my OBGYN about it, and she advised me to get some laboratory tests, which includes transvaginal ultrasound and pap smear. After she got all the lab results and on our first consultation, she confirmed, so may duda na siya, that I have PCOS or polycystic ovarian syndrome. I was not ready to hear all of it, but I kept my mind as open as possible. I was too blessed to have such a wonderful doctor like Doc Shi, thank you, who's very encouraging. She educated me about the things I need to know about the condition, and she was very positive that I will easily recover from this. Then it all felt like we were a team working on a specific goal to help me get through this phase of womanhood. She said, I need not to worry because it is common, no? Yes, it is common for us women. And she advised me to avoid things, very good, or even people who adds to my stress, and do more things that will relieve stress, and this includes free diving. Yes, I remember her. She does the free diving, tama. Okay. I have to take pills for my hormonal imbalance, and it was such a challenging journey. I easily get hungry, but I have to keep a healthy diet at the same time. I became so moody that I throw tantrums at Kim for no reason. I easily cry for no reason at all. I get sleepy a lot. That affected how I perform during night shifts. Sorry po, dear manager. I'm so thankful to have such a supportive partner who never left me since the laboratory process, consultations, and the days of my medication. He became my dietitian. Wow, suerte. My fitness instructor, my nurse, and my therapist, and especially my shock absorber when I get my mood swings. Sana all. Yes, we were hoping to have a child, but soon. But this would be a big challenge for us. I just felt like sharing this since I know some women share the same struggle. Hoping you are all doing well in dealing with PCOS, and just know that you're never alone. Stay strong and healthy. And for those who felt the early signs, please get yourself checked today. You got this. Wow, ang galing mo, girl. Thank you very much for this wonderful testimony. I know it's a difficult process for some because yun, parang na-sensationalize na din ang PCOS. But actually, it's also a lifestyle disease. It's because of the food that we take in. Yun, na-explain ko nga lahat. And then if you want to at least check if men ba ako nito, baka meron akong ganito, you can again check on my channel, Docshi TV, may how to manage or how to deal with PCOS. Yun yung title ng video ko. You can go there and visit my channel. Once again, lovies, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Even with the internet problems, you still stayed. Thank you very much and good afternoon.